spoiler alert that you might share?
We ask and Mum Donna delivers. If you haven't been living under a rock, Taylor and Travis made a curious choice recently by skipping the 2025 Oscars after parties, including the infamous Vanity Fair bash. Now, considering Swift's history of gracing such events, this was a bit of a surprise. She's no stranger to the Hollywood scene. Remember her glamorous red carpet moments at the Vanity Fair Oscar Party in 2016 and 2019? But this time, they decided to lay low. And you know what? No one could blame them. Why would they want to throw themselves into the celebrity chaos when they could be doing something way more exciting, like binge-watching Netflix in sweats with a side of popcorn? But here's the thing, there's more to this than just a quiet night in. One of the main reasons for their absence could be tied to Swift's past with her ex, Joe Alwyn. Now, Alwyn, who was a presenter at the 2025 Academy Awards and showed up at the Vanity Fair after party, and Swift had been in a 6-year relationship that ended in 2023. That breakup? It was all over the tabloids, with every detail, no matter how trivial, being analyzed to demise. Just imagine running into your ex in the middle of the glitziest night of the year, surrounded by flashing cameras and a crowd of onlookers. It's enough to make anyone want to avoid the whole scene. So, Swift and Kelce, avoiding any potential awkward run-ins or dramatic headlines, decided to skip the shindigs and keep their relationship far from the Oscars drama. Adding to that, the couple also used this as an opportunity to take some well-deserved private time together. After a crazy year, Swift wrapping up her record-breaking Eras Tour and Kelce getting trashed in the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, they both needed a breather. So they jetted off on a secret vacation, and who could blame them? They had literally been running on full throttle, and now it was time for some downtime without cameras in their faces. I can just picture them on a beach somewhere, sipping on fruity cocktails with little umbrellas, enjoying the peace before the next round of public attention. And perhaps Travis bending the knee? I might be getting ahead of myself here. But let's not forget that while Swift and Kelce were enjoying some privacy, Swift's presence still managed to sneak its way into the Oscars, one way or the other. How, you ask? Well, two of Swift's backup dancers, Sam McWilliams and Jan Ravnik, ended up performing during the Wicked medley with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Fans quickly caught on and couldn't believe their eyes when they spotted familiar faces from Swift's Eras Tour at one of Hollywood's biggest nights. Can you imagine being one of those dancers? Oh yeah, just casually performing at the Oscars, while I'm also part of one of the most famous pop tours in the world. No big deal.
Using one medium to communicate brilliance is a challenge.
Just when you think it's over, the plot thickens, doesn't it? Swift's absence from the Oscars wasn't exactly a shock. In recent years, she's been a lot more selective about where she shows up. In fact, she's been keeping her public appearances on the down low, preferring to spend more time focusing on her music and relationship rather than adding fuel to the media fire. And let's be real, she's not exactly hiding. She's just more about keeping it cool and low-key. Hollywood can keep the glitz and glamour. Swift is over here living her best life, sipping coffee, not dealing with red carpets. Now, speaking of public life and media frenzy, it wasn't long before their relationship hit a bit of a speed bump. Just when we all thought everything was going perfectly, complete with Chiefs games, sweet Instagram photos, and cute couple moments, Super Bowl happened. The Chiefs lost to the Eagles in a heart-wrenching 40-22 defeat, and guess who got the boos from some sections of the crowd? Yep, you guessed it, Taylor. Now that's got to sting a little. I mean, who boos the Queen? She's America's sweetheart, right? Well, apparently not if you're in the section of the stadium that's bitter about the Chiefs' loss. Here's the kicker, though. Some folks started pointing fingers at the NFL for focusing so much attention on Swift during broadcasts. It was almost like she became the story, overshadowing her boyfriend's team's performance. Fans of rival teams weren't exactly thrilled about seeing her smiling face during the game. So, they did what fans do best. They booed. Because nothing says sportsmanship like booing a pop star.
A lot of people think he could potentially get distracted by Taylor. I think he gets motivated by Taylor.
Sure. Yes.
And get even better. I'm excited to see what he looks like coming back next year. I think like those two being together makes them both want to continue to grow.
But with that, let's not forget that this was a pretty big moment for Kelce. He had just had a historic Super Bowl win in 2024, and now here he was, with his girlfriend, getting booed at the next big game. Talk about a rough crowd. This, of course, didn't go unnoticed by Swift's team, and insiders started whispering that her advisors were concerned. They worried that their relationship was starting to overshadow Swift's own career, and let's face it, it was starting to feel like the trailer romance had become a bit overexposed. Critics began questioning whether their relationship was genuine or just a publicity stunt. I mean, this was starting to feel like one of those reality TV romances. Remember when everyone thought the Kardashians were staging everything for the cameras? Anyway, Swift's team apparently wanted her to dial things back to avoid being seen as a distraction and to protect her carefully curated image. They were like, let's get back to the Taylor Swift we know and love, the one who drops surprise albums, not the one that's practically the star of a football reality show. But just when you thought things might calm down, here comes the good news, a baby prediction. Yep, celebrity mystics and tarot readers are predicting that Swift and Kelce are gearing up to expand their family. Let's just say this isn't exactly a baby announcement, but it was enough to get the rumor mill spinning. According to tarot reader Inbal Honigman, the couple has been actively trying to conceive, with a baby boy possibly on the way. The tarot cards even showed Swift's longing for motherhood, and there were hints that she wanted at least 2 kids, though secretly she'd be thrilled with more. Meanwhile, Kelce was apparently gung-ho about having 3 or even 5 kids. I'm just sitting here thinking, wow, that's a lot of diapers. Fans are getting even more excited imagining what their baby names could be. Scotty Swift for the little one who might follow in his father's football footsteps? Genius! Maybe they'll name him Touchdown Taylor or something. Who knows? But just when it seemed like everything was settling down into baby bliss, here comes another twist. With all the media attention, people have started seriously wondering, will Kelce propose before the baby news hits us like a 14-wheeler? It is clear that Swift isn't in a rush, though. She's probably over here saying, first the baby, then maybe the ring. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, people. And here's where things get really heartwarming. While Swift and Kelce were dealing with the highs and lows of their very public relationship, the Kelce family was busy incorporating Taylor into their own daily lives in the cutest way possible. Kylie Kelce and Jason Kelce have been sharing the love with their 3 daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett. Recently, Kylie posted a video where she was cleaning up after the kids, and guess what? There, nestled among the toys, was a Taylor Swift-themed children's book, Taylor Swift, A Little Golden Book Biography. How sweet is that? The book tells the story of how Swift went from growing up on a Christmas tree farm to becoming a global pop icon. So yeah, it's a perfect way for the Kelce kids to learn about their Uncle Travis's famous girlfriend.
How Travis is managing everything from the play, the aging, the Taylor Swift effect. There's definitely a sense that Travis is going to try to play more. I think they feel pretty good that Travis has got a little bit more left in him.
Do you want to get on with Travis Kelce 2.0, which is probably the entertainment version of if Travis wants to get to that part of his life now, that's the question.
His life has changed completely, as we all have seen over the last 2 years now. In regard to, does he actually have anything left? He wasn't spectacular this year. There's more there, and Travis is committed to doing that. It'll be there. It's not going anywhere.
And can you imagine little Wyatt and Bennett's reactions when they realize they've seen Taylor in concert? They're basically Swifties in training. It's only a matter of time before they start asking for their own concert tickets. But despite the sudden fame brought on by the power couple, Jason and Kylie are doing their best to keep things normal for their family. After all, they didn't sign up for this level of scrutiny. Kylie has even admitted that the media attention has been overwhelming, though she's managing with a sense of humor and grace. And let's be honest, if I were in her shoes, I'd probably start a podcast too. That way I could vent about the craziness of it all, just like Kylie does with her podcast, Not Gonna Lie with Kylie Kelce. And just when we think we've heard it all, these two keep us on our toes, don't they? Whether it's baby predictions, Super Bowl boos, or adorable family moments with the Kelces, the story of Taylor and Travis is far from a fairy tale ending. It's more like a never-ending plot twist. Who knows what'll happen next? Will they get engaged? Will Taylor drop another surprise album? Maybe they'll just enjoy a quiet life, far away from the media frenzy. Though let's be real, can they really stay out of the spotlight for long? We'll know soon enough. Join me on the next one.